Hello and good morning. This is Motions Biz. And again, as usual, thank you so much for following this channel and really just growing this channel. I noticed that we are growing even more lately, and I really appreciate you participating in the discussions in this channel. So again, a few of our community members have messaged me about some information about my son's approval for $4,800. Okay, it is only $4,800, but for somebody who has been struggling with his credit, and when young adults start to go adulting and try to be independent, they go through these phases, and they have to learn the hard way, and that's pretty much what happened to my son. Okay, and when he was approved for the $4,800 with a 537 credit score, he initially told me it was 587, but it just makes you realize how Navy Federal. This only shows how Navy Federal really helps its members. It doesn't matter if you're going through a lot, if you're rebuilding your credit, if you have credit that's not quite up there, but if you did something just to build that relationship and that profile with Navy Federal, they can be very forgiving, and that happened, and such is the case with my son. And I will share with you his data points on here, and he did give me permission to share some of the information that he had regarding his approval for the Cash Rewards credit card for $4,800 with a 537 credit score, and with a lot of derogs and negatives on his credit report. But now the good thing about it is that now he is really inspired to really do good with his personal credit profile, and doing a lot more discipline. And now both him and his fiance understand how Navy Federal works and how you can use Navy Federal to really improve your personal credit profile. And during Hurricane Ian, we were discussing a lot of these things: how to do the pledge loan, how to add more accounts, and how things work, when to ask for a credit limit increase, and how to make the most of the accounts that you have with them. So to share some of his data points, I mean, this is not the best credit report, but he was still approved. So I decided to share this. So those of you who are out there and struggling and thinking that you would never be able to rebuild your credit, guess what? Work with Navy Federal, do what you can, do something, and take that first step and do the strategies that will help you with rebuilding your personal credit profile and Navy Federal. And because he has a high interest rate, like I said, and as I mentioned in my videos, he was able to see his internal credit score with Navy Federal. And to think that all he had going on with Navy Federal was pretty much the direct deposit that I told him to do since months ago, and he did that. Now, of course, I forgot to mention that I also made him an authorized user on my initial Cash Rewards credit card. So that was pretty much the only things that were going for him. He had no credit cards. He was not a believer of credit cards. And for some reason, he never got that started. So, but anyway, that was what was going on for him as far as building credit with Navy Federal. So that was pretty much the only thing that was going on with him as far as building a relationship with Navy Federal. Yes, he was a user. He was an authorized user on my Cash Rewards credit card, but I really never gave him the physical credit card. So I just used that to hopefully help him just, build his profile with Navy Federal. So just to share his credit scores at that time when he applied for the Cash Rewards credit card was that his TransUnion was 537, his Equifax was 543, and you can really see that my poor son really had terrible credit. In fact, when he applied for the Cash Rewards credit card, As far as the details on his Cash Rewards credit card, yes, he has a high interest rate. It is a variable 18%. Though that's pretty high, and he understood that because I explained to him that that interest rate can change. So he has to keep his utilization below 30% or even below 20 or 10%. So he has worked on doing automatic payments every month. He has already set that up even before spending. So that was what we did to make sure that he stays on top of his credit utilization. Now, with the internal credit score, when your interest rate is high, you would find your internal credit score for that specific application on the back of the first page of the paperwork that you receive with your credit card. And in this case, this is my son's internal credit score. So that's not bad for somebody who has a 537 credit score on his personal credit profile and only an authorized user account and a direct deposit. So Navy Federal gave him a chance and an opportunity to build on that, and now he understood it better. Another thing that's pretty cool with this paper is that you would actually see at the bottom what your deficiencies are and why your interest rate is such, because with the FCRA, or the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, the pretty cool thing about receiving this paperwork at the same time is not only seeing your internal credit score with Navy Federal, but you will also find why your interest rate is high, and that will guide you on the things that you have to really work on. Like when you receive a denial letter, it will pretty much indicate all the reasons why you were denied. Use that as a weapon. Use that information as a tool to improve your profile and work on it. So the next time that you do seek to apply for credit cards, you seek loans with Navy Federal, then your profile would have improved by then. So that is an amazing gift from Navy Federal. If your credit score is not that good, but you have started a relationship with Navy Federal, it is really possible that they will still extend you credit and let you work on that. So consider that an opportunity, work on it, and finesse it so you can be better, your profile will improve. So it's not hopeless. Navy Federal will always help you improve. As long as you stay on top of your personal credit profile at the same time, work on it, and then continue to establish that relationship with Navy Federal. Again, this is Motions Biz, always appreciating you guys for continuing to support this channel. I will see you next time, and it's time for me to go to work. Have a wonderful day.